Hey everybody, Ian here at Cinegear 2016. I'm in the AbelCine booth, and I'm here with Logan Schneider. And Logan is a local DP, and he's one of those guys that encounters a problem and just fixes it. So Logan, you got a couple cool things to show us today. First thing we're going to look at is the holder for the diopter. You want to kind of explain how that all process came about and how you kind of designed this thing?
Yeah, so I spent a lot of years as a camera assistant, and one thing we always had to deal with was taping diopters and finding ways to hold them on, which usually ended up taking a lot of time and also damaging a lot of filters. Even if you did it right, over time it would just destroy the filter. So recently I've been shooting a lot of anamorphic, and the close focus is a real issue. So you're dealing with two choices of, do I want to spend the time to put on a diopter, and how is it going to hold up over time? So I came up with the idea of a diopter tray that holds a 138 diopter up to a +2, and my friend at Cinema Hardware designed it, put it together, and made this really nice finished filter tray. So you can take your diopter, and without having to think about it too much, not having to take that time, you can put it right into the tray, and it just drops right into your filter slot. It takes 2 slots, and you're ready to go shoot. So it comes out just as fast. You can have one for each length and just switch as fast as you can think about it, just like a filter. And if you have a 3-stage, you can keep your ND or diffusion filter, so you're not having to stack and tape multiple filters. And that's a huge advantage on set.
And really fast. I mean, that's the big thing right now.
The main thing is the speed. And also the fact that it's clean. See, it'll last. It has 1/4-20 screws on the bottom, so if you don't want to use a matte box, you can grab it with some sort of arm. Or if you're using a split diopter and want to move it around, so you have creative options. It's a really useful trick to have, and especially with anamorphic, where you have close focus issues and you have to make that time decision. Now it's not a time decision, it's a creative decision.
And what sizes are you making that available in?
So right now that's in 4x5, but we have a prototype, and so in a couple weeks this will be available fully anodized, of course. And this is a 6x6 tray, so this can drop in an LMB6 and in front of any filter. It also drops into an MB14 if you want to use that. So any Airy style matte box.
So we're taking which size diopter for this?
So this takes up to a +2 also. So you can half 1 +2 and immediately change your options in terms of creative shooting choices.
And you also brought along one other gadget, and I'm assuming this was a invention of necessity?
Yes. So we've all spent lots of years with a remote focus, trying to get the MDR somewhere on our camera. The weight is off, it's to the side. And so we had the idea of fitting it between the battery and the camera. And this is our MDR3 Preston Plate. So you can take a Preston MDR3, slips right in. You can have almost all of your Velcro still on there, so if you need to pull it out, you have options. And you just pop it in, pop it on, run your cables. You can have the power cable already run, so you just run 2 cables and you're done. And if you need to switch it on cameras, like if you go to a Phantom, you don't have to have a whole nother rig. It's instantaneous. Or if you need to take it off, it's not a problem. Plus the weight goes further out, so if you're handheld, say you're on an Amira or a Red, and you want to send the weight back so you're better balanced, you have that option because it's built in, and you don't have to try to deal with side weight. Because handheld it's a dance, so keeping it level is really important. And we also have an MDR2 version. We have V-Lock versions. So whatever you're using for your camera for power, that's a way to extend your camera in an ergonomic way that lets you have the remote focus options. So
Time saving.
Time saving. It's all time, it's sleek. I like a really clean camera that nothing's gonna get caught, nothing's gonna weigh strange. I can grab it on the handle because it's not taken up by a bracket. I like a simple camera, and this really helps do that. And this was made out of necessity and out of a need to move fast and do good work.
So some really interesting, innovative products. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.